Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. We were just talking about all of the great things that the Eagle Valley Library District does because they've got some fun activities and events taking place tonight, but they've also got so many great resources, and we've got Carrie Mae joining me on the couch to talk some of these great resources. Good morning.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, and I know the roads are a little bit scary this morning, so
be safe out there, everyone.
Right, we appreciate you getting here nice and safe this morning, but you guys have a great event taking place tonight for the teens.
Yes, yeah. So we always, every Wednesday night in Avon, we are doing fun teen things. We're also doing Dungeons and Dragons on Tuesdays. And our Eagle and Gypsum branches are also always doing fun teen things. So check it out.
That way you can just go and enjoy the activities, and there's something for everyone in the whole family. But you guys have so many great resources right now, and especially for your online database.
Yes, yeah. So today, like you said, it's particularly snowy out there. We want everyone to be safe. So if you can't get into the library, but you're looking for something, check out our website. We have tons of great resources on there. I know you and I talk Libby all the time. We love Libby. It's amazing. So it's a full collection of ebooks, e-audiobooks. I think a lot of people don't realize that there's also digital magazines on Libby, and our digital magazine collection is insanely extensive, and there's something in there for every little niche interest you can possibly think of. I know lots of outdoor enthusiasts here, so you can check out ski magazines online, outdoor magazine online, car magazines, all those fun things. We also have Freegal, which is free music. The cool thing about Freegal is once you download it, it is yours forever. You don't have to return it, so most of the library things you bring back. Freegal, you get 5 free downloads a week, and you get to keep them forever, so that's pretty exciting. And we also have streaming services, great courses, so all of this is available online. So again, if you don't want to leave your house today, check out our website, evld.org.
And there's just so many good things on there. And as we were talking, I didn't know that you could get magazines on Libby, and I placed a hold on 4 books last night.
Yeah. I know. The only bad thing is you're like, oh my gosh, I have books. How do I get magazines? But you can definitely mix and match and get a whole variety of things. And if you're done with it, return it early, make more room. So, Yeah.
I just did that.
Yes.
I just returned both my books. I finished one of them with 8 days to spare, and the other one with 13 days to spare, and so I've returned both of them. Now my library is empty, so I can stock up on all these books that I've just placed on hold.
It's so cool to be able to just get books and like I said, streaming movies, TV, great courses, magazines. We have travel databases, so if you're feeling a little the winter blues, you can get onto our travel databases and start planning your next tropical vacation, if you will. So, it's just a really wide array of resources that I think sometimes people know we have books. They know we have movies. They know, but they don't maybe realize that we have all of these great things online as well.
Well, and not just do you guys have all of these great things online, but you also have the library of things, which is always so impressive. So if you're looking to maybe start getting into a little bit of filming and editing, maybe you want to make a little ski edit or snowboard edit, you can literally go to our local library, check out a GoPro, go spend some time on the computers there, the software that you guys have to edit, mix and match everything, and you can create it all at our library.
Absolutely. We have, like you said, we have tons of film equipment, cameras, cam recorders. We have snowshoes. So again, a day like today, come in, grab a pair of snowshoes, go check it out. We have state park passes. Usually, people really request those a lot in the summer, but you can go up to Sylvan Lake and check it out in the winter too. It's beautiful up there in the winter. So don't hesitate to use our outdoor resources all year long.
Right, which I think is so cool. And then, of course, you have things like the hiking poles, and you have things like the bear canisters and camping chairs and things that you could rent while you're maybe like, I'm gonna drive somewhere where it's a little bit warmer for the weekend. Maybe you want to make your way to Moab.
Yeah, definitely. There's all kinds of outdoor equipment there. There's also tons of games, like family card games, board games, video games. So again, if you're just, want to stay inside but not quite sure what you're going to do, come grab some games from our library of things. So, like I said, we always have books. We always have great recommendations. If you're not sure what to read, make sure to stop and talk to a staff member. They could talk books for days.
I love it. I love it. I love coming in there.
So talk to a staff member. They can definitely recommend something good to read, something good to watch, and just, like I said, keep you busy if you kind of feeling like you want to stay inside on a icky day like today.
Which I think is the perfect solution. And then something else that you guys have is a rec pass.
We do, yeah. So our Avon branch recently launched a partnership with the Town of Avon Rec Center. So we do have a 1-day rec pass. It's good for an entire family. So you can go swim in the pool. It's good for all of the classes there. It's good for full access to the rec center. So stop in. It's kind of a first come, first serve basis, if you will.
Right.
So you can just come in, ask at the desk if we have it, and if we do, you can take the family to the rec center and, like I said, jump in the pool, do whatever classes, whatever they have going on at the rec center, you kind of have access to.
Which I think is so nice, and especially on those weeks where maybe the kiddos are out of school, like no kids went to school on Monday, and so that would have been a great way, right? Like there are lifeguards on duty, the kids could have gone swimming, the mom could have done a yoga class, the dad could have been at the gym, like whatever it is. To just like keep the whole family entertained, especially if you've spent so much time skiing and snowboarding recently that maybe the kiddos are getting a little burnt out on that. This is a great way to just like kind of do something different.
Yeah, exactly. It's just again, we're just always trying to explore options on like what else can we offer, and so that's just a perfect example of we were seeking opportunities to again encourage health and wellness. We really believe in supporting our community and like a whole body health and wellness. So I mean, books are important, keeping your mind active is important, things like that, but also we're such an active community, so really finding ways to support that active community. So.
Which I think there's no better way to do so. And you guys just have such a plethora of things, whether it's here in Avon, where you can explore all of the great library of things, or if you want to go down to Gypsum and Eagle, where you've got the massive 3D printer and all of the programming down there. So you can really go enjoy that Spark Studio too.
Yeah, Spark Studio is in our Eagle branch, and if you haven't been there, that space it's mind-blowing. Like the amount of technology, both software and hardware we have in that space, I still walk in there and I just can't even get my head around like the amount of things you can do in that space. It's really quite impressive. And you were talking about our library of things, and most of it does kind of, we call it live or get housed in Avon, but our Gypsum and Eagle branch also do have library of things. And if you're at one of the branches and you want something from another branch, we do courier between our 3 branches all the time. We have partnerships across the state to courier all kinds of materials to our library. So if we don't have it, we can probably find it for you. And get it here in hopefully a timely manner.
Which I think is so wonderful, and it's that way with books too. So if there's a book that just was recently released, you want to go check it out from the library, you guys don't have it, you can talk to them about it and they will get the book.
Yeah,
correct?
Absolutely. And what's interesting is like recently released stuff's actually really easy to get. It's more out of print, kind of historical stuff that people, again, just have a kind of a curiosity for about like a particular subject area. And those ones, like I said, sometimes it's really fun when a patron comes in and they're like, ooh, I have this book. And I'm like, okay, I got to dig. But that's always fun for us too. It's kind of a challenge to see if we can find the book and get it here for our patrons.
I love what you guys do so much, and I love how involved in our community you guys currently are and always have been and probably always will be. So if you're looking for a great way to get books, to spend any of your time, you guys are the place to come. Now, let's talk about what book you just read, because we were talking off camera.
Oh, well, right now I'm not quite done with it. I'm almost done with it. Is Paula Hawking's Into the Water. So we were talking psychological thrillers, and that's just a genre that's kind of, I always enjoy it. Sometimes I need a break from it, but I always enjoy coming back to it. So like I said, I'm not quite at the end yet, so I'm like really anxious to get home from work today and dive back into that and see what happens. So
yeah, those psychological thrillers, like I just finished one and I'm like, I'm gonna need a break on this genre
Yeah.
because I'm slightly freaked out.
Yes, yeah, and I always love Naomi Novak. Excuse me, that was hard to get out this morning. She does this like spin on kind of like fantasy. So right now I'm reading a book called Unrooted, and it's kind of a spin on a little bit of a lot of classic fairy tales. So there's like a little bit of Rapunzel in there, maybe a little bit of Snow White. So that's, you know, when I need to take a break from that super intense psychological thriller. That's always a genre that I enjoy, kind of the reimagining of like classical literature, if you will.
Well,
So.
see, all these things are so wonderful, and I just was telling you, I just finished both Colleen Hoover
Yes.
books, the two that are exploding off the shelves right now. It ends with us and it begins with us, which if you want a heartfelt like love story with some like crazy, almost like triggering things, like where you're like, wow, like this is hard to read, but like you can't
But real,
stop.
it's like real, yeah.
That's a great way to do so.
Yes.
And, of course, I do mine on Libby because I'm always on the go,
Yep.
so it's just so much easier for me to put my headphones in while I'm like walking my dog for 45 minutes 3 times a day to just crank out 3 hours of a book.
I'm a big fan of doing print and listening. So if I'm really into a book and I just like can't wait to get done with it, I'll check it out on Libby so then I can listen to it when I'm in the car or, you know, cooking dinner. But then I also will have the print book. So when I'm like ready to sit down, you know, and take a couple minutes to read, I can pick up where I left off and then I'll flip back and forth between the two. It's kind of fun. It gives the book kind of voice. Like you can hear the person, the characters from the book. So
I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I'm gonna have to start doing that
yes,
now.
it's really fun.
I'm gonna be at the library all the time. Now let's talk about how easy it is for people to get a library card.
Yes, absolutely. So again, on a day like today, if you want a library card but you don't want to come in, you can literally go to our website, evld.org. You can get a temporary online library card. That card will be good for 3 months. But if you're in town, we want to see you, we want to say hi, we want to show off all the great things that we have. So stop into any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, Gypsum, just bring in a photo ID and we will get you a card. So we try to make it as easy as possible. Like I said, if you can't make it in, but you really want to get into Libby, you can go on the website and just get a temporary card. But at some point in time, stop in, see us, see all the great things we have, and bring your photo ID. That's literally all you need. And we will get you a card and get you some things out the door.
Carrie Mae, thank you so much for coming in, spending the time totally nerding out with me about books and about all the great resources and the databases that we really appreciate when you come in here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Make sure that you go to evld.org. That way you can see all of the fabulous resources. You can get access to all of the great things that they have there online. And if you don't have your library card yet, it's one of the greatest investments you can give yourself because all you have to do is walk in with a photo ID. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got just a little Good Morning Vail left.